kind of splattered a bunch of dirt and debris. Hello everyone, it's Just a Dad. Today I'm going to do a comparison between Narwal and iRobot. On the left, we've got the Narwal Flow. On the right, we got the iRobot Max 705 combo. Now, both of these robots have a mop roller. The Narwal is a little bit flatter. In this video, I'm going to talk about them a little bit. Then I'm going to show you how they actually clean up this muddy mess and clean up the corner over here and obstacle avoidance. Now, I did buy both of these with my own money and I wasn't paid for this video. Both of them retail for around $1,300. Sometimes you can find them on sale for around $1,000. Now, I do use links, so you can find all the robots that I highly recommend on my website, justadadapproved.com, and sign up for my email list. When a robot goes on sale that I love and I think you're going to love, I send out an email to let everybody know that it's on at an amazing price. justadadapproved.com. Now, full disclosure, this is my third one for the iRobot. It's the Max 705. The first two did have problems. The base station the robot wouldn't drain the water, so it was kind of overflowing a little bit. iRobot does have a fix for that, letting the dock update its software, and they also sent out some little washers. I have a separate video on how to fix the Max 705. Now, the Narwal, this is my first unit, but I've had quite a few problems with it, and Narwal's not wanting to they're not wanting me to send it in for repair. They're just saying that the software is going to be updated in the future, and hopefully this will fix it. But the problems I've been having with the Narwal are it gets stuck on furniture quite a bit, and it doesn't like black carpet. So it'll go on black carpet, and then it just dies. It like stops real quick. I've done several resets, several different mapping with the cliff sensors on and off. Now, iRobot was very good with me as far as sending me a new kit that has the washers with instructions on how to fix it. And that did fix it. I haven't had any problems with the iRobot. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to talk about them a little bit, their features, and then I'll show you them clean. Both of these robots can vacuum and mop your house at the same time. They both have LiDAR navigation, which I absolutely love. The Max 705 has a mop roller. The Narwal Flow also has a mop roller, but it's kind of flat. Now, they both have a carpet sensor. They can raise and lower their mop pad. The Max 705, when its mop pad is raised, it has a cover that goes over it to prevent it from getting your carpet wet. There's the carpet sensor there. 2 side brushes. The Narwal also has 2 side brushes. Single brush roller. This has the dual brush roller design. The Narwal Flow can go over a taller threshold than the Max 705. Here's the mop roller on the 705. I do think the 705 does a better job of mopping. Now, it is a little bit louder than the Narwal Flow when it's vacuuming and mopping. Now, it is bigger and taller and heavier. The Roomba 705 is. Both of them have really good obstacle avoidance sensors on the front. Again, they both have LiDAR navigation. I like that the Roomba, the LiDAR navigation is on the front. The Narwal is on the back. Both of them do a really good job of mapping your home. In the app, you can divide up the rooms, put no-go zones, and put it on a schedule. Now, the Roomba has a dirty water tank that you can access. I do like this feature. The Narwal Flow does not have, it has a dirty water tank, but we cannot access it. It says that the base station is washing it all the time and that, but I like being able to access it and being able to clean it out myself. Both of them can be filled up with water from the internal, from the base station. Will fill their internal water tanks up with water. And again, both of them have clean water tanks and dirty water tanks. Up here, here's the iRobot. Clean water tank, dirty water tank. There's the dust bag. When they come back, both base stations will wash the mop rollers and then dry them with hot air when it's all done. There's the dust bag on the Narwal. Now, I do like the Roomba Max 705 better. The Narwal Flow does have more settings that you can pick and choose, different water levels and that sort. It has a lot more settings, but a lot more settings can be a lot more trouble too. The Roomba Max 705, the app, is very simple, and that kind of makes it easier to use. So the first thing it's going to do before it starts vacuuming and mopping, it's going to empty the dustbin. It doesn't do it at the end of the job, it does it at the beginning of the job. So right now it's washing the mop roller. We've got a clean water tank and a dirty water tank. Okay, so it's going to undock itself and travel to the room. After the robot undocks, it continues to suck up the dirty water in the dirty water tank. Okay, we're going to check its obstacle avoidance, how well it cleans the corners, and the muddy paw prints. Looks like it is avoiding that cable. It did get kind of close to it, but it is avoiding it. Kind of splattered a bunch of dirt and debris when it ramped up those brushes. I felt a bunch get splattered back. It is doing a good job cleaning. So it's going to come back here and finish this part here. It does have LiDAR navigation, so it is able to go back and forth in nice straight lines. The LiDAR shoots out the back and the side. All right, looks like on the second pass, it's going to do the perimeter of the room again. A little bit better job. So it still remembers the cable's there. It's going to go around it. Yep, it did a great job. A little bit in the crevice. But the floor is clean and not too wet. I've got it on its wettest setting. Corners and sides need a little bit more cleaning, but the center of the room floor is clean. There's the white glove test results. Yeah, pretty clean. Okay, it's all done. It's going to go back to the base station and wash the mop pad, or mop roller. It won't do an auto empty. It does it at the beginning of the next job. All right, and then we'll empty out the dirty water tank when it's all done. Okay, there's all the water it used. Okay, let's dump it out. Now I did have some Effordent tablets in there to help it with odor control, so that's why it was green. Okay, let's tell the Roomba Max 705 roller to go clean up that big mess in that room. We got a clean water tank, dirty water tank. It's washing the mop roller right now. Then it's going to suck the water up into the dirty water tank. At the end of the job, it'll do this also. It does have LiDAR navigation. It's kind of hidden underneath here. It comes out the sides. It's not on top. Okay, so it is able to avoid that cable. First thing it's going to do is the perimeter of the room first. So it's traveling to the edge here where it's going to start cleaning. It did mop that a little bit. Not too bad in the corner. It doesn't have a side brush it can extend into the corner, but it can extend the mop pad. That chair is 4 inches tall, so it is able to go under 4 inches. I do have it in Smart Mop, where it's going to go back and forth. No, I don't have it in Smart Mop. Oh, maybe I do. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Thought I did. So it's going to go back and forth in like a Y configuration. Well, it did a good job with the mud. Left some in the corner over there. Now, if you don't have it in Smart Scrub, it'll just go back and forth in the nice straight lines. I think it does this in Deep Clean also. And in the app, that's what I told it to do, a Deep Clean. And I am going to do the white glove test on it. It does have a really good obstacle avoidance sensor on the front. Okay, so the first pass, it's going to do 2 passes since I've got it on Deep Clean. The first pass was left-right. Now this is going to be in a crisscross pattern. It did not do the perimeter of the room again. I think it does it at the end. Yeah, the floor's squeaky clean. Wow, it is clean. It did leave some up against the wall in the corner, but wow, the center of the floor is extremely clean. It's going to go back and wash its mop pad. Here's what it looks like. Yep, just very little dirt on it. Okay, it's going to auto empty the dustbin. Now it's going to wash the mop pad, or the mop roller, I'm sorry. Okay, it's gonna go finish the job. Okay, so the cleaning's all done. It did not do the perimeter of the room a second time. So we are left with a mess in the up against the wall, but the center of the room, and it did avoid obstacles rather well. Okay, so it's drying the mop roller now. With hot air, it's all done. Let's empty the dirty water tank. Not much in there. Both of them do an excellent job of mapping your house, obstacle avoidance, and in the center of the floor mopping, they both are equal. They're just really good mops. Some of the shortcomings are they both kind of struggle in the corners, probably the Roomba a little bit more. It is a little bit loud. It's definitely louder. The base station is kind of louder, and it's kind of heavier and bigger. I have been running this quite a few times. It has not been getting stuck like the Narwal is. This thing is pretty beat up, kind of going into some low areas, getting jammed up. I come into the studio quite a few times and it's just completely lost or stuck on something. Now, the one I am recommending for a mop roller is the Dreamy Aqua 10 Ultra. This is a really good robot vacuum cleaner. I've done quite a bit of testing on it. But even with this one, this is my second unit. The first unit, the base station, leaked a little bit, but the second unit's been fine. Their customer support was a lot better to deal with. I still had to do several emails, and it took a little while, but eventually I was able to get a new unit. So this is the one I'm recommending for a mop roller. It's actually doing very well, the Dreamy Aqua 10 Ultra. They have one that's not the Ultra, and I just bought it, but I gotta get it. I gotta get it and do some reviewing on it. So you can find this one and all the ones I approve of on my website, justadadapproved.com. I review hundreds of robots and vacuum cleaners, so you don't have to. I purchase these with my own money. That way I can give you my honest opinion. And there are some robots that I highly recommend, like the Mova P10 Pro. It's my 2025 absolute favorite robot. And on my website, you can find it as my #1. But also when it goes on sale, sign up for my email. I send an email out when that robot or other robots that I highly recommend. I just sent an email out today. This was on sale for $300, and you can see it's one of my favorites. Here's what my website looks like. Here's where you can sign up for the email list. If you scroll down here, here's the current robots that are on sale. All you got to do is click on the button there. It's going to take you to Amazon. And here are my #1 through #12 picks. And I'm adding others as the price goes down. And I will be adding the Dreamy Matrix 10, the Mova, Mobius 60. I also review other products. So up here I do carpet cleaners. These are my best portable spot cleaners and upright cleaners. These are ones that I have tested and absolutely love. And you can find the video for these also. I even have some fun categories, gifts dads will love, gifts under 50. These are just items that I have myself that I use all the time. And for a while, I reviewed several coffee makers. So this is just a small list of the coffee makers that I reviewed, but these are some of the best ones. And when I was reviewing coffee makers, I branded my own coffee. Click on Buy My Coffee. It'll take you to my coffee website where you can purchase Just a Dad Simple Sip coffee in the K-Cup form, whole bean, or already ground. There's also a frequently asked questions. There's also a contact me. If you fill that out, if you got a question, I'll try to get to your email as soon as I can. And when the big Amazon deals come up, again, I take pictures, I show you exactly the robots that I approve of, and then I give you a link that's where you can purchase it. Again, if you click on this link, it's going to take you right to Amazon. If you end up purchasing the product doesn't cost you anymore, but I do get a small commission from the sale. I want JustADadApproved.com to be your go-to place to find the products that I highly recommend and love, and I know you'll love also. And I'm going to start getting into more written reviews. I know I do a lot of video reviews, but I'm going to start transcribing those into written reviews that are kind of easy to read and followed by a link. Also on Just a Dad Approved, when we have the big sales, we got Black Friday coming up. I'm going to list all the sales and I'll have really quick access for you. So if you're just looking for the best robot to buy, go to JustADadApproved.com. There'll be a little spot you can click on and purchase the product. So thanks everybody. I absolutely love what I do and I couldn't do it without your support. I also have channel memberships. So we're having a lot of fun. I'm starting to do more live streams, and in those live streams, you can have a custom emoji. We're having fun with it, kind of spinning mop pads, roller mop pads. So check out my channel membership. It's also another way of helping support my channel. But during these question and answer periods, I'm going to try to schedule them on a regular basis, and you can just ask me any question you would like. Here's my YouTube channel. If you click on memberships, here's what the custom emojis look like. I only have 4 of them so far, but as we get more members, we can create more emojis, and I'll create an emoji to whatever everybody else decides. So thanks everybody for watching. If you could, please like, subscribe, and check out my website, JustADadApproved.com.